Alrighty, folks, welcome. As we're ready to go here, game number 2. Gavin McDonald going to start off as the Dragons are the visiting squad. We'll go around the horn here just shortly, but let's get it going here. Murphy onto the bump here for the Bulldogs. Ready to go here. First pitch on the way. McDonald takes D-Rock one on the outside edge. 0-1 to him. Put this over here. Gavin sends that out into left center field. It's going to be in for a base hit. So J-Mac on for a leadoff single here for the Dragons. So they'll get the leadoff home. The Dragons win game 1 here, 10-0 here. Now game 2. On the way to the plate now is Morgan Doggett. Modo stepping to the plate here for the Dragons. So Doggett, the right fielder. Stepping in here, ready to go. Hargrove is out there in left for the Dragons. Here we go. All right, so now ready to go. Morgan Doggett standing in. Pitch on the way to him. First pitch coming. Over to first. They throw over. Just off the camera view there, folks. We may make a little adjustment here in just a bit. All right, so first pitch on the way now. Outside, ball 1. Run over at first. Doggett standing in. So right back in goes Modo. Trying to move McDaniel off of first. Doggett's going to send that one out, and it's going to be a fair ball down the line. And it's a fair ball all the way down into the corner. Coming around from first as McDonald is on his horse. Williams going to send him. The throw's coming in here, but it'll be an RBI double, and the Dragons take an early lead here for McDonald as he comes around to score here as Doggett gets the RBI double for the Dragons. So here comes Gus Duvon, the second baseman for Shelbyville. He'll stand up here ready to go now with a runner in scoring position. That's Doggett over at second on the RBI double. 1-0 Dragons. Lost my screen, so now I'm on a small screen. So here we go. As Gus Duvon steps to the plate, Dragons second baseman ready to hit here. As Doggett getting rid of some equipment there. All right, yeah, we're good to go. Duvon standing in, ready to go. Murphy to his battery mate, Murphy. High cheese. Ball 1. So Duvon ready to go here, 1-0 to him. High, 2-0. Jackson at first, he is. Lambright. 2-0 to him, Murphy. Coming set, gives a quick look out there to Doggett. Here's the pitch. Shot out into left, and it's going to be a foul ball. Long strike, 2-1. Would like to take a second here to thank Coach and all the good folks here at Nacogdoches. It's about like the 5th year I've been here, and they're always great, from great hospitality, always good stuff here. And let us in the booth today to stay a little dry. So we appreciate the good folks at Nacogdoches having us back here again this year for playoff baseball. Duvon, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Can't blame the pitcher Murphy trying to stay away from Gus, the senior there. He has got a very wide bat space where he can put the bat on the ball and get on base quite frequently. And that's ball 4. Runners will be at first and second now for the Dragons.
Next up for Shelbyville, number 15, Jackson Lambright.
So here comes Lambright to the plate. It's a 1-0 lead here for the Dragons as Duvon on with the base on balls. Jackson Lambright coming up. First pitch on the way from Murphy. Ooh, that's some nice cheese. D-Rock 1. So 1-0 to him. Getting ahead of Lambright here as the Dragons right. Lefty here's going to send that out to, and it's going to get past Cox and diving into a left field here. Coming around a second and into a third. And now coming home for the Dragons is going to be Morgan Doggett. So it's a 2-0 lead here, and Lambright gets the single, 3 hits, and now brought in the 2 runs here for the Dragons. They lead at 2-0 here to start as Jarek Hargrove comes to the plate for the Dragons. 2 outs. Runners at first and second now for Shelbyville. And they lead it 2-0. Here comes Hargrove to the plate. So Derek playing left field for the Dragons. Runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. Low ball 1. 1-0. That's up high now, a 2-0 count. Hargrove looking to get on here. Hunter Harvey and the Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. Dally Murray will be in the hole as Hargrove steps right back in. Devon leading a second. Lamb right at first. Here's the pitch. That's up high, 3-0. To him. Hargrove looking to get on here. That's in there for a strike call. Good pitch there from Murphy. Got on the inside edge. Hargrove thought he got ball 4, but it's a good pitch there from Murphy, making it 3-1 counts. All right, Murphy comes set 3-1 to Hargrove. That's ball 4. Now the bases will be full of Dragons here. And coming to the plate will be Hunter Harvey. Hunter's been on a tear here lately. Stealing bases, hitting some good hits. So Hunter Harvey will step to the plate. The bases full of Dragons. 2-0 here in the top of the first. Dally Murray stepping to the on-deck circle. Murray getting the win of game 1. Moved over to third base. Gave it up there to Tate Obregon and finished off the end of the game. So here's Harvey standing in. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. 1-0 to him. Murphy brings it in to Murphy there for us. D-Rock call 1-1. Murphy on the bump. Murphy behind the dish. Johnson at first. Elam at second. Kilgore short. Levy is at third. Thorpe in left. Ratliff in center. And Cox is the right fielder here for the Bulldogs. 1-1 on the way to Harvey. Oh, D-Rock 2 right at the knees. 1-2. Runners take the lead here. The base is full with no outs. That's outside, 2-2. Murphy. So it'll be a 2-2 count to him. Harvey right back in. Outside, just missing, making the count full. No place to put him here, so going to have to make a good pitch. See if Harvey can drive one. Maybe Murphy can get the strikeout here, get that first out. As the Dragons are looking to make a big inning here to start this game 2. Full count to Harvey. And that's going to be fouled off and get back behind the screen. 3-2. Harvey back in right after the foul ball. And the 3-2 once again. Staying away from that one and gets the ball 4 call. And that'll take it now to a 3-0 lead here for the Dragons. As Harvey will get the base on balls. He'll get over to first. Hargrove now over to second. Lambright at third. Duvon comes in. 3-0 Dragons here as Dally Murray comes to the plate. Bases remain full, and Murray's going to send that out. It's going to be a base hit out into center field. 1 run comes in. Here's going to be an RBI single as Lambright comes in to score. Over to third, Hargrove. Harvey at second. Now Murray with the single. Sits over first. The bases remain full. Here comes 4x4. Tate Obregon to the plates. Still no outs here. As it's now a 4-0 lead for the Dragons. Tate Obregon stepping up, the 8th hitter to the plate. Four hits, 4 base on balls have brought in the 4 runs here against Murphy. Obregon, who will be the pitcher for the Dragons, stands in. Runners take their lead. Ball 1 to him. 1-0. So Tate right back in with that 1-0 count. Up high. 2-0. Ashton Scarborough on deck. He'll be DHing for Bryant Scarborough, the catcher. Bryant had a little injury a few weeks back, but doing good. He's out there being able to play. That's a called steer right. Good job there by Murphy to get that back across play. There's a good frame there by Murphy. It's a 1-1 count. I said Ashton into DH as Bryant hurt his hand a couple weeks ago. He's back playing, but he's not able to hit. And that one's going to be a strike call, but it's going to bounce in front of the plate, and that'll be a strike because he did swing at it, so it'll be a 1-2 count. Another run comes in as the runners move around, runner off of first, and now it will be a 5-0 lead here for the Dragons. So Obregon will have a strike here to him. It'll be a 1-2 count. All right, get some fresh, dry baseballs in here for the umpire, as it is a rainy afternoon here in Nacogdoches. Probably going to be that way today all the way through the weekend. So Tate right back in with a 1-2 count. And messages here from some Dragon folks, and I'll get you the link coming up here. 1-2. Obregon sits out there. Oh, just over the head of the shortstop Kilgore. One run coming in. That's Harvey. And coming around to score, Dallas Murray's going to come in here. Now as that one gets away and all the way to the fence, and now trying to chug into third. And going in is a Tate Obregon with a 2 RBI triple.
Next up for the Dragons, number 9,
Ashton Scarborough comes up here to now make it a 7-0 ball game, as it will be a pinch runner coming in here for Tate Obregon. And I think that's my boy, Dolly Murray. Dolly Cam time. So back here now, as it will be Ashton Scarborough, the 9th hitter to the plate here. So we're going to get a timeout here as there's a meeting on the hill here with Murphy and Coach Purvis, and that's over. So runners now, 2nd and 3rd. No, sorry, just 3rd, sorry. I saw that. So just over 3rd, he cleared him off. Now here is Scarborough standing in here. 7-0 Dragons. Dallas Parker in to run for Tate Obregon. That's up high, out into a center field. Center fielder there is right left field, back up on it. See if Dallas Parker is going to tag up, and he'll come in and score. So the sac fly for Scarborough makes it now an 8-0 ball game.
Back at the top of the order for the Dragons.
First out.
Gavin McDonald.
G-Mac coming back to the plate, started everything off with a single. So now the bases will be empty. Nothing ball game here. Back to the top of the order. With nobody on, Gavin McDonald stepping right back up, led off with a single. And that's in there for a steer-out call. Oh, 1 to him is 1 out. Murphy. And that one is going to go right back up the middle here. It's a base hit here for Gavin. He'll be on it first. So the Dragons batting around. Here comes Morgan Doggett. He had an RBI double his first, or he had a double his first time up, scored a run for the Dragons. So he'll step up here. Murphy asking for a dry ball. He'll get it. There we go. All right, so here we go. As Modo standing right back in, he's got a runner over at first. The ones you did just like we did when we started this. And that's outside. It's a 1-0 count. Coming in down, it's a 2-0 count. High fly ball out into a left field here, and coming up, and it's off the glove there of a Thorpe, and it goes into center field here, and everybody's going to be safe on the error by the left fielder. Thorpe had it lined right up for him, and it just goes off the top of his glove. So everybody's going to be safe here as Doggett's now over at first and second here for the Dragons. Doug and Gus Duvon coming back to the plate here. Alrighty, folks, there we go. All right. So now back to the up here is Gus Duvon. Had that base on ball, scored a run his first time up here into this inning. Now with runners at first and second. 8-0 lead for the Dragons here into the top of the first. And Gus sends it off, foul ball, 0-1. Is the score. Duvon right back in here with only one out. And the Dragons continuing to hit. They've got 6 hits in this game. It has brought in the 8 runs so far. And now Murphy coming set here, ready to go. Ooh, up high and tight. 1-2. 1-1 on the scoreboard. I'll go with that. So that's what I'll go with. Now it's low outside. Now 2-1. Sometimes my numbers don't match up. 2-1. Duvon standing right in here, trying to get on once again here. Goose. That's low. 3-1. So I'm afraid of loading him up here for Jackson Lambright in the on-deck circle for the Dragons. 3-1 now to Duvon. Foul ball, 3-2. So that'll run the count full. As Gus looks to step right back in here and working against Murphy for the second time in this inning. Murphy stepping off. Getting a new sign from the dugout. So 3-1. 3-2 now. Pitch on the way. Oh, that was just a little bit high there. Ball 4. Bases will be full once again here for the Dragons. And coming to the plates.
That's up the Dragons, number 15, Jackson Lambright.
Jackson Lambright going to come on up here after the base on balls here by Duvon. His second base on balls here. So the bases will be full once again here for Shelbyville. And Coach going to come out. He's going to make a change here. And I believe he's going to go to his shortstop. That's going to be Kilgore. So we're going to get a pitching change out here as Kilgore is going to come from the shortstop position. Looks like he's going to come in and be the new pitcher here. So we'll take a quick break and we'll hear from some of those wonderful people who helped bring us the game. Big thank you to Sandy Creek Land Enhancement for bringing us the game here today on the NFHS Network.
On game, Sandy Creek Land Enhancement's all about dragon backing. But the rest of the time, they take land that's a little out of hand and make it beautiful. Roads, driveways, ponds, whatever you want, they can do, and it's awesome. Like the Dragons. Sandy Creek Land Enhancement. Give them a call. Hey, Evadale fans, Shelbyville fans, if you want to plan your next getaway around quality East Texas hunting, then Wiggins Hunting Lodge is a place for you. Quality white-tailed deer hunting experience, or whatever your gathering needs, perfect for bridal or for corporate retreats. Want to get away? Come to Wiggins Hunting Lodge between Mount Enterprise and Timpson. Now that the playoffs on NFHS are underway, we'd like to say thank you to the sponsors that made Piney Woods games go all season long. Blake Furniture Gallery, Big Town Choices, and a Small Town Service. Bird Forestry, helping local industry, naturally. And Granny B's Snow Cones. When Granny B's is open, it's summertime. The Ray Jones Chevrolet keys to the game, or the keys to a brand new Chevrolet. Pizzeria, the taste of Shelby County since 1967. And Joe's, it's not a car wash, it's a car spa. Thank you for bringing these games to life.
All righty, folks, back here is it will be Kilgore moving over from the shortstop position. Murphy will move to that position. He'll face Jackson Lambright here to start off. Lambright's going to send him back to the screen to start off. It's an 0-1 count here as the Dragons have batted around here. And Jackson Lambright is actually the 13th hitter to the plate here in the top of the first if you're just joining us. It's an 8-0 lead here for the Dragons. 1 out. Lambright stands in with an 0-1 count. Jared Hargrove on deck as the Dragons have a new pitcher to have to face it. That's right back up the middle there by Hargrove, and that should bring in 2. As coming in to score here, Gavin McDonald and Morgan Doggett will come in to score. So 2 more come in to make it a 10-0 ball game. Over to second goes Duvon as Lambright gets the single, and Jared Hargrove comes to the plate. So 10-0 ball game here into the first. Here comes Hargrove reaching on a base on balls his first time up, and he'll send that one sky high over into right center field, and center fielder comes over, and they cannot able to make the play there, and it gets down. And now everybody moving around, coming around to score is going to be Duvon. He'll come in here, and then everybody else will hold up here as Lambright will end up over at the third. Hargrove at the second. Another error here on the Bulldogs. Second one of the ball game. First one of the ball game, sorry. Hunter Harvey coming to the plate. So Hargrove's at second. Lambright at third. Harvey at the plate. Another run coming in here for the Dragons. Ball 1 to him. Hunter Harvey, base on balls his first time up. Eight hits so far brought in the 11 runs for the Dragons. 1 error by the Bulldogs. That's a low outside. Nice job there by Murphy to keep it from getting to the backstop. And it's a 2-0 count. Just missing on the inside. It's 3-0. So Harvey step right back in here. Got runners in scoring position, second and third. Lambright at third. Hargrove at second. Harvey right back in. Here's the pitch to him. That's low. Ball 4. Bases will be full once again here for the Dragons. For real, bro. Harvey reaches on a base on balls. Here comes Dallas Murray to the plate. Murray with a single his last time up. Step up here now with the bases full once again for the Dragons. Leading 11-0 here in the top of the first. Murray. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to him. The Dragons have opened it up here in this first inning. 11-0 is the score. Catching the outside edge, good pitch there from Kilgore. Makes it an 0-2 count. Still looking for that second out are the Bulldogs here. As Tate Obregon is in the on-deck circle for the Dragons. Bases full once again. As Murray looking to drive one, and that's now 1-2. So Dowley just staying right in the box here. Kilgore ready to come set. Here's the 1-2 to him. That's going to get away and bounces away from Murphy there. Coming in to score. That's going to be a nice job there by Lambright coming in there. Slides under the tag. 2-2 remains the count at the plate. Runners remain at second and third. Now 12-0 Dragons. So Murray standing right in with a 2-2 count. Runners now at second and third. 12-0 Dragons. Comes in low, 3-2, full count. So full count here to Dallas. And Murray gets a piece of that one off the end of the bat, makes it a full count. 3-2 remains the count here with 1 out. Bases Second and third here for the Dragons. Tate Obregon in the on-deck circle. Inside, ball 4. Back to full bases here for the Dragons. A nice pitch there by Kilgore, just a little too on the inside for the blue. So another base on balls. So bases full once again. Tate Obregon had that big RBI triple helping his own causes. He's a pitcher of record so far today. Hasn't taken the mound yet. So full once again here for the Dragons. Tate standing in, facing Kilgore this time. Strike on the outside edge of 0-1. One to him, Kilgore. High fly ball here, and it's going to be just out the dirt, and the shortstop Murphy playing a little bit with the wind there, but is able to make the play there. You get Obregon for outs. Number 2. Good job there by Murphy. It was kind of up in the wind, moving around on him, it looked like. So 2 outs. Here comes Ashton Scarborough to the plate. Bases stay full here for the Dragons. Ashton had a sacrifice fly his last time up. DH for Bryant today. Bases full for the Dragons. Ashton looking to drive one here. Bring in a couple more runs. Outside ball 1. One. 1-1. Kilgore comes set with a 1-1 here. Scarborough standing in. Here's the pitch to him. Ashton gets that one over to the left field side, and that's going to get out of play, it looks like. And it will be a foul ball. 1-2. Check this out here. 1, 2, 3. Eight hits. Okay. All right, so 1-1 after the foul ball. Everybody reset. Ashton back in here. Bases full of Dragons. That's inside. 2-1. Kilgore bringing it. Nice pitch there from Kilgore. That's a 2-2. Oh, that was a called strike 3. So, all right. So the strikeout ends it here, but 18 batters come to the plate here for the Dragons. They get 8 hits, 12 runs, and the Dragons lead it big here in game number 2. Murphy, Elam, and Murphy will come to the plate when we come back right here on the NFHS Network.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
All right, folks, back here as we get ready to go to the bottom of the first inning as the Dragons put up a 12 spot on 8 hits and 1 error. Helped them out there. They left 3 on the base pads there. So we'll go to the bottom half of the first. Murphy, Elam, and Murphy coming up here, going around the horn for the Dragons. Brought to you by East Texas Auto. In the center is Obregon on the bump. Scarborough behind the dish. Lambright at first. Duvon at second. McDonald is at short. Murray is at third. Jarek Hargrove in left, Hunter Harvey is in center, and Modo, that'd be Morgan Doggett. He is out there in the right field here for the Dragons, and Dragons going to look to go a quick 3 up, 3 down here. See those get those bats working. They brought 18 to the plate with 8 hits to bring in 12 runs there, and got helped by 1 error by the Bulldogs in inning number 1. So See if Tate, who came in here, and Dallas Murray pitched on Wednesday evening. Tate came in here, pitched a couple innings here to finish out game number 2. So he's going to start here in game number 3. And I'm sure if he gets in any kind of trouble here, which with a 12-run lead here, we may see some other pitching out here by Coach Williams. Probably going to be able to bring in Hargrove and maybe even some of the others out here for a couple of innings here as we go through game number 2 as the Dragons try to win this series and move into the next round. But the Bulldogs have a lot to say, but they just got to get those bats working and see what they can do here. We're ready to go. Bottom of the first.
Number 3, Mason Murphy.
So Murphy going to start off here for the Bulldogs, the catcher. First pitch on the way here is Tate Obregon. Low ball 1. 1-0 on the way here. Now it's Obregon. It's D-Right call. 1-1. Murphy, Elam, and Murphy, the first 3 up here against Obregon. Bottom 1. 1-1. Bouncer, McDonald, going to take it on the second bounce here. Nice transfer and a low throw, but a good dig there by Lambright, and the Dragons get him 6-3 out number 1.
Next up for Corrigan, number 5, Blake Elam.
So Elam coming to the plate here, second baseman for the Bulldogs, taking the Coach Purvis down the third base line. And he'll step in here ready to go as Murphy, the pitcher, will step to the on-deck circle. So Obregon ready to go. First pitch to him. High ball 1. That's a shot there, and it's going to go to the third base side. Oh, it's going to kick away from Gavin McDonald and get out into left field. And Elam are going to be on. Call it an infield single here. So a hit here for the Bulldogs. Puts a runner on here as Murphy, the pitcher, will come to the plate here, see if he can help his own cause. And that one was a hard play there for Gavin McDonald. Went sliding towards the third base side and kind of kicked away from him there, so not able to pick it up. So the runner will be at first with 1 out. And the pitcher Murphy will come to the plate. Gets over to second on the run throw in there, didn't he? So over to second goes Elam. Murphy. Ready to go here. Catching that outside edge for a D-Rat call 0-1. Low. 1-1 to count. So with that 1-1 count to him, Obregon comes set. Murphy ready. Here's the pitch to him. D-Rack call. 1-1. Murphy wanted to go but stayed away from it. Thought it might be outside, but it's called. D-Rack 2. One, two to him. Obregon delivers. That's low. Run the count full, or even at 2-2. 2-2 count. Obregon bringing it off the hands there. It's a foul ball over to the Dragon dugout. 2-2. So Tate, once again, he's going to check on the runner Elam over there at a second. Here's the 2-2, and it's going to be a high fly ball here, and it's going to be out into right field as Modo settles underneath it there. He'll make the play. And no tag up there from the runner, so the runner will stay over at second. That's out number 2 on the fly ball to right field.
Next up for Corrigan, number 10.
Here comes the Kilgore. He started off at shortstop and moved over to the pitcher position. So he'll step up here with 1 on and the scoring position here for the Bulldogs. And 2 outs. foul ball. 0-1. Oh, 1 to him. Kilgore right back in here trying to get on for Johnson, the first baseman, on the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. Kilgore stands in. Obregon bringing it. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. So the 0-2 count to her. That's low to Kilgore. 1-2. So the 1-2 count once again. Kilgore staying away from that one. Goes outside, running even at 2-2. 2-2 to him. And to run the count full, staying away from it. Nice job there by Kilgore. That was failing away. Offer didn't go. So Kilgore now runs the count full. It's a payoff pitch time here for Tate Obregon and Kilgore at the plate. Just a little bit high for ball 4. So a base runner here for the Bulldogs. They'll have runners now at first and second. As a Johnson coming to the plate here, the first baseman will step up here now with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. The Bulldogs are looking to make a little noise here with 2 outs. Go 2-out rally going. Cox standing to the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. Steve right call to Johnson. Oh, 1. Just outside there and gets away from Bryant. He's able to keep it close, making it a 1-1 count. One and 1 to him. Off the hands there, foul ball, 1-2. So the 1-2 count now is O'Brien trying to get out of this inning here. Leave those runners out there. That's going to be right up the middle there. And a nice job there by Gavin. Is he able to get the bag in time? And he's not. Oh, nice try there by Gavin. As Shorty had to dive for the ball going behind the bag. And he tried to reach out there to kiss the runner coming into second, but he's not able to get there in time. So along goes to third. Kilgore over to second. Johnson onto the fielder's choice at first. So the bases are full now for the Bulldogs here. Why did it do that? Bases full now for the Bulldogs. Stepping up here is Cox. He is the right fielder here. Now with 2 outs. The Bulldogs trying to mount a little something here in the bottom of the first. After the Dragons put up 12 in the top half. So the Bulldogs on the 2-out rally going on here. Bases full. Obregon delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Tate from the stretch comes set. The 0-1 on the way. That's that nasty cheese right there, 0-2. So 0-2, right back in goes Cox. Obregon ahead of him here, looking to get out of this inning and leave those bases running. Those base runners out there. That's going to get away from Scarborough. And here comes a run in, and they'll get him. And no, they will not get him at the plate. Nice job of running here as everybody moves away here onto the wild pitch. Goes awry. And it'll be a 1-2 count at the plate. And now a 12-1 lead here as the Bulldogs were able to manufacture a run here into the bottom half of the first. So it's a 1-2 count. Runners move up. Second and third. Coming in to score Elon. Kilgore third. Johnson second. Cox with a 1-2 count. Now 12-1. On the second hit. So coach going to get a pinch runner out there for, doesn't look like number 14. Is that Durham, number 14? It's in there. All right, so 1-2 count now. Stepping right back in is Cox. He's got runners in scoring position at second and third here as the Bulldogs put up one run against Obregon here on one hit. Pitch on the way, the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Cox right back in here with that 2-2 count. Tate Obregon bringing it. Just missing, running the count full, 3-2. So here we go with the payoff pitch. Tate does have first base open over there. But doesn't want to put another base runner on here with Levy onto the on-deck circle. Foul ball to the right side. Out of play. So the count remains full. Payoff pitch. Once again here. Cox standing in, ready to go. Obregon bringing it. Ball 4. That's going to load him up. Scarborough having a little trouble getting it picked up back there. But it is ball 4. And here comes Levy to the plates. The bases will be full here for the Dragons. So bases full now for the Bulldogs as they've got one run in here. Now with 2 outs. They've done this here, and they're getting a little rally going with 2 outs. Levy standing in here. And Obregon delivers. Outside, ball 1. But the Bulldogs have loaded them up here. Levy, the 7th hitter to the plate. Into this inning for the Dragons. That's up high. 2-0 for the Bulldogs, should say. Danini, the DH for the left fielder Thorpe in the on-deck circle. So Levy, 2-0 to him. That's in there for a strike. Obregon finding the spot right there. 2-1. 2-1 to him. Obregon comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside, 3-1. So in danger of walking in another run here is Obregon. Trying to find his spot. All righty, so back in here now. And that is ball 4. So walking in the run here as the bases will stay full. Now that'll make it a 12-2 ball game here. And coming in now will be Kilgore. Johnson to third. Cox to second. Levy, it will be on with the base on balls here. 3 base on balls. Fielder's choice. Fly ball. Ground out. And a base hit. And it's now a 12-2 ball game. Brian Scarborough out to have a chat here with his pitcher. Danini, the DH, will step up here ready to go. All right, so a quick meeting there for the umpire, and it's over and done. Danini ready to step in here. Bases full, trying to make some contact here with just 2 outs. Bringing another run here for the Bulldogs. That's in there for a strike. Good pitch right there from Obregon. Oh, 1. Danini right back in there. That's in there for a call. Steerock 2. 0-2 to him. Tate throwing a lot of pitches here into this first inning. As did Murphy and Kilgore for the Bulldogs here as the Dragons brought 18 to the plate. 8th man at the plate here, Danini. 0-2 to him. Foul ball over to the right side, out of play. Stays 0-2. Alrighty, 0-2 once again. Danini right back in. Bases full of Bulldogs. Trying to keep going here into the bottom of the first. Ball high up in behind, 1-2. So Danini. Here we go. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that was a big strikeout there for Tate Obregon. He definitely needed that one. And a good job here by the Bulldogs that they were able to manufacture a couple of runs here on a hit. And they'll go down here as they're putting 8 to the plate. So we'll go to the second inning. It will be the top of the order. McDonald, Doggett, and Duvon will come to the plate when we come back right here on the NFHS Network.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, so here we go to the top half of the second inning, folks. It will be Gavin McDonald stepping up here as he's went to the plate twice in that first inning and had a couple of hits. So he'll step up here for the third time, and he'll be facing Kilgore for the second time here. And here we go for inning number 2. Dragons lead at 12-2. Trying to win game number 2 here and get this series. In Nacogdoches, pitch catching the outside edge. D-Rock 1 to him. McDonald right back in as Modo. Sandy Cox State Farm Insurance on deck circle. 0-1 to him. Low 1-1. So Kilgore bringing a 1-1. That's up high inside. 2-1 to him. Donald having a great season here once again. Into the freshman season last year, sophomore season this year, and really good here on at the shortstop position. Moving out of the way of that one, and it's a 2-1 to the Dragon quarterback. I think he'll be back in the quarterback position in football season in August and September. 2-1 to him. Outside 3-1. I guess that was ball 4. Okay, sorry. My count was off. All right, so Gavin McDonald will be on for the third time with a base on balls this time. Here comes Morgan Doggett to the plate. He's 1 for 1 and reaching on an error his 2 times and scoring a couple of runs here for the Dragons. And he'll come up here, Modo, the lefty, playing right field. And here's a quick throw over to first. McDonald, not much of a lead over there, but getting back Johnson holding him on. Quick tag and back out for the lead for McDonald. All right, Doggett standing in. Bouncer, first base side. Coach Murray just a little bit out. You got to get in front of it, Coach. You got to get down in front of that knee, get it in front of you, get that body in front of it, knock it down, Coach. Come on. Nice try there by Coach Murray down the first base side. 1-1 the count. 0-1 the count. Outside, here's Murphy on the throw down on the steal from McDonald. He's going to get there and be safe. Just gets into the tag. Nice job there by Murphy. Got it down there. But G-Mac slides in for the stolen base. 1-1 at the plate. Kilgore ready to face Doggett here. Now the runner in scoring position for the Dragons. Shot there at first, and a nice job there, knocking it down there by Johnson. And a hot shot there, Doggett to the hot corner there at first, and it's knocked down, and Johnson does a good job unassisted for out number 1. But moving over to third goes McDonald. Here's Gus Duvon to the plate. 2 base on balls and 2 runs scored here for the Dragon senior. And a runner over at third. 1 out. Duvon to the plate. Pitch coming in here, and it's low. That'd be a 1-0 count. Low outside, now 2-0. Okay. 2-1 to count here, folks. I'll get it. I got something going here. We'll get it fixed here in just a second. All right. Come back in 2-1 now. Kilgore sends it in. It's a 2-2. There's a strikeout there of Gus Duvon, and that is out to number 2 on the strikeout.
For Shelbyville, number 15, Jackson Lambright.
All right, so Lambright steps to the plate here with 2 outs. Oh, sorry, yeah, with 2 outs. Runner over at third, taking Steerack 1 is Lambright. Lambright 2 for 2 at the plate, scoring a couple runs here for the Dragons. 0-1 on the way. Shot's going to get past the second baseman. That's an RBI single here for Jackson Lambright. So the Dragons bring in another run. The runner over at first. Make it a 13-2 ball game. Here comes Jarek Hargrove to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a base on ball, scoring a couple runs for the Dragons. 2 outs, runner over at first. Here's Lambright. Hargrove standing in. Kilgore delivered high, ball 1. Throw over to first, diving back in. Swing and a miss now, 1-1. So Hargrove, 1-1 count. And a man over first here with 2 outs. That's in there for a call. Steerack 2, 1-2. So Kilgore trying to get out of this second inning here. Leave that runner over first, only allowing 1 run here on the 1 hit. So the 1-2 on the way. Hargrove going after the high pitch. It's going to get fouled back and it'll stay 1-2. Hargrove right back with the 1-2 count to him. Leading off at first over there is Lambright. Up inside. Can't catch it inside there. Too close. 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Hargrove sends that off. Foul ball down the right side. Is it going to get out of play? Giving chase, and it will get out of play there. Cox gave it a run there from the right field line, and it gets out of play. High fly ball here, and that's going to go. Oh, that's going to go off the glove there of the pitcher Kilgore. That was a little high fly ball there. Oh, and run it over to second. Now they're going to catch him getting off of the bag there is Lamb right over at second as he got over there, and he's going to be out. And that's the way it's going to end here for the third out here for the Dragons. All right, folks, we're going to go to the bottom half of the second inning, and we're going to take a little bit of a break here because I'm understanding that we have a little bit of an issue on the far end of something here. So we're going to just take a break and shut down the sound, and we'll see if we can get things fixed up for everybody here as we're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 13-2 lead here for the Dragons. And let's clear all this stuff off here. Okay, so what I'm understanding is the stream is saying this. Okay, so we'll be right back here, folks. Stay with us.
Leading off the bottom of the second for Corrigan, number 8, Will Ratliff. Back at the top of the order for the Bulldogs, number 3, Mason Murphy.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and I think we got things lined up here. There was a issue. I'm streaming to the right spot, so I don't know why it's not coming out there to you, but we'll see if we can get worked on that. All right, so we got a base hit here for Ratliff to start off here for the Bulldogs into the second. The Dragons leading 13-2. Obregon's going to send that one. It's going to get away, and that's going to allow Ratliff to get over to second on the wild pitch. So it'll be a 1-0 count at the plate here to the Murphy. The catcher, he's 0 for 1. Grounded out his first time up. And with a runner over at second here, which is Ratliff. That's in there for a steer-right call, 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Murphy waiting. Obregon bringing it low, 2-1. So the 2-1 count. Right back in here goes Murphy. Swing and a miss. Now 2-2. So the 2-2 count. The 13-2 lead here for the Dragons in a runner scoring position here. No outs. That's going to be outside for a full count here to Murphy. Oh, they called him on the strike. I'm sorry. Called the strike there. So that is out number 1 as a call strike. I thought it was outside for a ball call, but it is Steerag out number 1 here for the inning for the Dragons and Tate Obregon. All right, so coming to the plate now, Elon will come there. He's 1 for 1 with a single, scoring a run. Back in first, taking low, ball 1. Obregon. Coming set. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, going to go out to the right field side, and Doggett going to get up underneath it there, and he'll make the catch there at the line for out number 2. And tagging up and going over to third will be a Kilgore. So 2 outs here.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 10, Cooper Kilgore.
So Kilgore's going to step to the plate. Well, this is Murphy stepping to the plate. Murphy, he's 0 for 1, flight out to right field his first time up. Kilgore in the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs is Murphy, ready to go here. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position at third. So here's Murphy standing in here. Obregon delivers. Ball 1 to him. So 1-0. And the pitch on the way here. Murphy standing in. Catching the outside edge just now. 1-1. Kilgore will be on the on-deck circle here for the Bulldogs. He reached on a base on balls his first time up. He's now the pitcher here for the Bulldogs. Murphy back in with a 1-1 count. Did not go around, so we're going to say 2-1. Couldn't tell if he was appealing down to first or if he was calling a late strike there, but he goes down to first, no call, so 2-1. Back in now goes Murphy, trying to bring that run in from third. Fly ball is going to get down into right center field and all the way to the fence here. Murphy is on his way as he goes around first. He'll go in there with a RBI double for Murphy. And another run comes in here now to make it a 13-3 ball game.
Now batting for the Bulldogs.
Here comes Kilgore to the plate.
Cooper Kilgore.
13-3, runner scoring position there. 2 outs, and Kilgore stepping to the plate, reached on the base on balls. He's got a runner scoring position. That's in there for a D-right call. 0-1 to him. Johnson stepping to the on-deck circle here, reached on the fielder's choice. Got stuck at third back in the first. It's Kilgore standing in here with 2 outs, and they did some damage with 2 outs here in that first inning and see what they can do here. That one's going to be off the hands there, and that may get out there. It's going to hang up long enough for Morgan Doggett to check it down for the third out in the right field. But they do get to the 2 hits, and then they'll leave a runner out of there. They do bring in another run as well. So we'll go to the third inning for the Dragons. Harvey, Murray, and Obregon when we come back right here on the NFHS Network.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Ooh.
Sparky D's Bargain Store.
All right, folks, we'll go to the third inning, and it's a 13-3 lead here for the Dragons in game number 2 of this by-round district series. If the Dragons can win this one here today, they'll move on into the next round. But the Bulldogs are fighting tooth and nail here as the Dragons were brought 18 to the plate there in that first inning and brought in across 12 runs in there, but they now lead at 13-3 as the Bulldogs have scrapped a couple of runs across here on a few hits and have now be ready to go here as Kilgore back onto the bump, and he's ready to go here against Hunter Harvey. Harvey, a couple base on balls, his 2 times at the plate today. Harvey, Murray, and Obregon, the first 3 up here against Kilgore into the third. So Hunter Harvey coming to the plate for the Dragons, center fielder.
Top of the third for Shelbyville, number 2, Hunter Harvey.
So here comes Hunter to the plate, trying to get things started once again here for the Dragons. So Harvey ready to go. Kilgore. Going to hit him on the backside, and so the Dragons have the leadoff runner on here after he's hit by the pitch. So to the plate now, Dallas Murray. 1 for 1 with the base on ball, scoring a run his 2 times at the plate today. Checks up with Coach Williams down to third baseline. Harvey will definitely take a lead over there at first. Johnson holding him on. Harvey got the wheels over there. May see a steal, but with the big lead may not be necessary. Ball 1 to win. So 1-0. Ooh, up on the inside here. That's going to hit him there. So now 2 hit by a pitch. And runners at first and second now for the Dragons. And here comes 4x4 to the plate. Tate Obregon going to come up here. And it's going to get Murphy having a check here behind the dish with the coach. Looks like everything's going to be okay. Just checking to make sure he's all right. Dry baseballs coming in all over the place. 4x4 Tate Obregon coming to the plate. 0 for 1 with a base on ball. Scoring a run his 2 times for the Dragons. So stepping in here with runners at first and second. Tate trying to help his own cause. As Kilgore brings it outside, ball 1. Big Tate standing right back in. Kilgore bringing it. It's going to be a bouncer over to the left side. It'll get out of play. It's D-Rock, 1-1. So Ashton Scarborough in the on-deck circle for the Dragons. As Tate stands right back in, runners at first and second here. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Outside, 2-1. So the 2-1 count here, Tate Obregon right back in here. And going to get that one off the end of the bat. It's going to be a slow roller. Is it going to roll, and they'll catch it? Oh, Levy's going to just let it roll, and it'll stay fair as it stays inside the line here. And the bases will be full of Dragons as that little slow roller stayed fair. And the Dragons will have the bases full once again. Here comes Dally Parker. It's Dally Cam time. He'll be in for the pinch runner there for Obregon. Here comes Ashton Scarborough. Oh, yeah, okay. I was Scarborough over Scarborough. I thought, well, he wasn't supposed to be hitting today, but I guess they're going to let him hit. Okay, so Bryant's going to come in and hit, and Ashton was the DH for Bryant. Now it'll be Bryant coming in to hit with the lead here. His runners will be at all over the base paths for the Dragons. Dallas Parker in to run for Tate Obregon over at first. So here comes Bryant Scarborough, who had a hand injury a few weeks back and hasn't been at the plate. Coach Williams going to let him step out here and see how he can do. Get him some swings. Scarborough standing in here ready to go. Bases full. No outs. Up high, ball 1. $1-0 to him. That's a shot, and it's going to be there. And Murphy's going to knock it down at short, but he's not going to have a play. Oh, it's unfortunately there for Murphy, but everybody's going to be safe, and the runs come in. Bryant.
Back at the top of the order for the Dragons. Number 1.
Will now make it a 14-3 ball game as a GMAC will come to the plate now. Back to the top of the order here as Gavin will stand up in. 2 for 2 with a base on balls. Bases full of Dragons here. Now 14-3. All right, so Gavin right back in here in the 3rd inning. Got the bases full of Dragons once again here with no outs. And that's going to catch the outside edge for the D-Right call. So it's 1-1 to him. McDonald standing right in here. See if he can get a hold of one and get those bases emptied out here. Here's a nice little stop there by Murphy. He'll flip it to second, get the lead runner there, but the run comes in. So it'll be McDonald at the first on the fielder's choice. A run comes in here to make it now a 15-3 ball game. Obregon will go over to third. I should say Dallas Parker. And Bryant will be out on a 6-4 for out number 1. Here comes Morgan Doggett to the plate. 1 out. And back to it now with runners onto the corners as Doggett will step up here. Now a 16-3 lead here for the Dragons. And 1 out in the top of the third. And there's a shot there, and it's going to get out into right field. A nice job there by Modo. And he'll set it out into right field, and everybody will be safe. And Morgan Doggett on with the single. Second goes McDonald. Duvon coming to the plate as another run comes in here. Duvon to the plate. Bases back full here for the Dragons. Still only 1 out. And it's now 16-3. Just missing there to Duvon. That was a nice looking pitch there by Kilgore, but it misses. Duvon 0 for 1 with a couple base on balls, scoring some runs at the plate today. That's catching the outside edge. It's 1-1. Jackson Lambright on the on-deck circle for the Dragons. That's low. 2-1. Duvon sends that high, sky high out into right field, and Cox is going to get in. It's going to get away from Cox. He's going to miss it out there in right field. And everybody kind of waiting up to see how that was going to come down, and everybody's going to be safe onto the air by the right fielder.
That's up to the Dragons, number 15, Jackson Lambright.
So Jackson Lambright will come to the plate now. The base is full of Dragons once again. 16-3 the lead here. Jackson Lambright stepping up to the plate. 3 for 3 at the plate today for Jackson. So he's going to stand up in here now with the bases full of Dragons. Trying to pound in a few more runs here. Off the end of the bat, sky high over to the left side, and Murphy from the shortstop making a great play, and he can't come up with it. It comes off of his glove, and everybody's going to come in here and be safe. Oh, my gosh, Murphy made a long run out there, and it looked like he had a beat on it, and it bounced right out of his glove. Back-to-back errors here by the Bulldogs. So Jarek Hargrove coming to the plate as the Dragons adding on here now with 1 out. 17-3. Bases remain full as Jarek Hargrove, the 9th hitter to the plate into this inning. They brought 18 in the first, and now 9 here with the bases full, 1 out. That's ball 1 to him. So Hargrove stepping right back in here with a 1-0 count. As Hunter Harvey, who started everything out with a hit by a pitch, stands in the on-deck circle. It's going to be down the first base side. It'll be a foul ball, 1-1. So we got some dry baseballs out there we're looking for. See if the umpire can get some of those there. One to count. As Hargrove goes right back in here with the bases full of Dragons. And only 1 out. That's a shot that's going to get past the third baseman out into a left field. A 1 run coming in here. It's an RBI single here for Hargrove, and Harvey will come to the plate.
Next up for the Dragons,
So Harvey will step up here now. Started things off after being hit by a pitch to start the inning. Steps up here against Kilgore. And the pitch outside, going to get away. Coming in here, and a nice job of running by Gus Duvon. Everybody moves up onto the wild pitch. 1-0 is the count. As Harvey standing in. Runners at second, third. Kilgore delivers. That's a bouncer to the right side. Foul ball. Left side. Get my directions messed up today. So the shot there by Harvey is going to send it out into center field, and tracking it over to right center field. There's going to be Ratliff. He'll make the play. Tagging up at the third, and the throw comes in, and they'll get Lambright will come in to score. Hargrove will go over to third. Harvey with the sacrifice fly for outs number 2. Here comes Dally Murray to the plate with 2 outs and runners at third only here for the Dragons as another run comes in. And Kilgore ready to go here to Murray, and that's going to be ball 1 to him. That's 2-0. Fouling that one away, making it a 2-1 count. Bouncer going to roll off to the side here, and a nice job there by Kilgore, and they'll get him. Oh, when the ball comes out, and the ball does come out here, but he's after the tag. It was going to be safe here is what they're going to say is Hargrove is going to be safe coming in here as the ball did get away there, but it looked like a good tag there by Murphy, but it bounced out after he comes in, so they're going to say he is safe. And they're going to make it up to a 21-0 ball game, and the bases now will be empty over at first. That would be Murray. He gets over there. As Tate Obregon comes up, as he reaches on the fielder's choice. Okay, so Tate Obregon comes to the plate now. Tate, 1 for 2 with a base on balls. His 2 for 3 at the plate today. He had that big triple there. That's not a base on ball, that was a triple. That's a Steve Rack 1 to him. So 0-1. As Tate Obregon stands right in here now. Kilgore delivers. Catching that, called a strike, 0-2. Now to Obregon. Tate standing right in here looking to keep things going here for the Dragons. That's a swing and a miss for the Steve Rack out, and that's a big strikeout there for Kilgore for the third out. But the Dragons do the damage here as they put up 4 more hits. They bring in 8 more runs to make it a 21-3 ball game as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the third inning. We'll come back right here as the Dragons are leading it big here over Corrigan-Camden in game number 2. We'll be back here on the NFHS Network.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we go to the bottom half of the third inning, and it is the Bulldogs coming to the plate in Jarek Hargrove. That's what I thought was going to end up in the pitching position, and he is here as he is in now. As we go to the bottom half of the third inning, he'll face Johnson, Cox, and Levy. And they'll put Tate Obregon. He'll move out into the left field position here. Tate got some good work in here in the last part of game one and now into game two. So a lot of good pitches here. I'm going to bring it in for Jarek Hargrove, who I think has just been an excellent pitcher for the Dragons this year. He has really came on. I mean, from last year to this year, really liked his progression, and he's just another great addition to this pitching staff for the Shelbyville Dragons and Coach Williams. So we're ready to go here for the bottom half of the third, 21-3. The Dragons have opened it up here in game two, trying to solidify the win here into this series. 15, Mr. Johnson coming to the plate. He'll come up here as he reached on a fielder's choice his first time at the plate today. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 4 left and 1 error for, I got 3 errors for the Bulldogs here as we go. Hargrove ready to go here to Johnson. Just a bit outside, ball 1. So Hargrove, a little off the mark on the first one. See if he can figure it out here. I'm ready to go. Yeah, it's a little closer. 2-0. And the pitch on the way. That's a nice pitch there from Hargrove. And Johnson's going to get that one, and it's going to go out into right center field. Harvey and Doggett. Doggett called him off, and Modo able to make the play. Out number 1.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 9, Leighton Cox.
So Cox will come to the plate, reached on the base on balls his first time up. That's in for ball 1 to him. 1-0. Pitch on the way. Foul ball. 1-1. Levy on the on-deck circle here for the Corrigan-Camden Bulldogs. Danini will be in the hole here. As Cox standing right back in here, trying to get something going here. As they've been feisty in those first couple of innings. They've been able to push together 3 runs here, but the Dragons have just been all over the base pads here in their first 3 innings. Lead at 21-3. That is a 2-1 count. Two one to him, Hargrove. Low 3-1. So right back in here goes Cox, trying to get it going here, and Hargrove. Swing and a miss for the D-Rock, and that is strike number 2. Full count. Hargrove looking for that strikeout here is Levy. Going to come to the on-deck circle here, and fly ball out into right field. Doggett took a step in, now sizing it up and heading back. And whoa! Off the hands there for Doggett as he had to go back for it towards the wall, and it goes out of his glove and over to third. Going to be Cox in for a... Oh. Reaching over to third here. I got to call the error there on the right fielder as he had it, and he just not able to come up with the play. So Levy coming to the plate here for the Bulldogs, reaching on a base on balls. They got a runner over at third. So now with a chance to bring in a run here. Hargrove. Outside ball 1 to him. Okay. Hargrove delivers. Swing and a miss, 1-1. So the 1-1 count to him. Trying to bring in that runner from third. Hargrove. Low. Throwing hard. Just missing out there, 2-1. So that runner standing over at third is Cox. Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be a foul ball, and it'll be 2-2. And that went off a Scarborough there onto the arm. I'm going to give him a second, let him worry that out. That's a little stinger right there. All right, let's see. Here comes the 2-2 pitch now from Hargrove. Swing and a miss for the Steve Rack out, and that is out number 2 here for Hargrove.
Next up for the Bulldogs, number 7.
Here comes Danini to the plate. He's the DH today. Swing and a miss here. Now it's a 1-1 count here to the DH Danini. That's called a strike on the outside edge. It's now 1-2. So Danini with an 0-1, or 0 for 1 at the plate today is now down 1-2 here at the plate. As Hargrove comes set and delivers. Going to catch him on the backside. He's hit by the pitch. So that'll put runners onto the corners here for the Bulldogs. So with 2 outs, Hargrove puts them on the corners here. As Ratliff comes to the plate here, the center fielder is going to single, scoring a run. All what they're going to say, he leaned into that pitch, so they're going to call him out at the plate. So that will be the, okay, so Danini is going to be called out at the plate. So that's going to do it there for the 3rd out. And, okay, so that'll keep him off the base paths there, and the coach out there trying to figure out what the call is. But it is going to be a 21-3 ball game here as we will go to the top half of the 4th inning here as Danini will be out here. They say he leaned into that pitch here to get that call to get down to first. So we'll go into the 4th inning. Coming up here for the Dragons, it will be Scarborough, McDonald, and Doggett, first 3 up here on the NFHS Network.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas. With roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go to the top half of the fourth inning. And if you're just joining us, sorry, folks, we've apparently we had an issue here. I've been streaming the whole time. Everything's good, but we're on the right way with the NFHS. I guess it's going right now, but it is a 21-3 scoreboard here. You're seeing it right. Here comes Bryant Scarborough. He's coming to the plate, and he's going to take the first pitch he sees. He's going to send it out. It goes under Levy out there into right field, or left field, and he will be on with a single. Well, that's the second time I got my directions wrong here today. Now, what's going on here with that? All right, so back to the top of the order, we will go here with Gavin McDonald. He'll step up here. Gavin's having himself one heck of a day at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with the base on balls. Fielder's choice, scoring 4 runs. And it's not going to be Tucker Harbison's going to come in and be the pinch hitter here for GMAC Gavin McDonald at the top of the order here. So Big Tuck coming in. And you have a runner over at first here for the Dragons, and that is Bryant Scarborough. Yeah, I think we're going to get a pinch runner there for Bryant there at first. And we are. Well, I believe that is Raymond over there running. Well, let me check and make sure of the runner who that is for sure. Here's the pitch here to Tucker. It's up inside. Ball 1. Diving back in over there at first. There's a shot there by Harbison. Going to send it over to third, and a nice play there by third baseman. 5-4. Nice job on the double play there by the Bulldogs. That was a great play there. I think I started it off. And he goes 5, 4, 3.
Next up for the Dragons, number 16.
2 outs.
Braylon Williams.
Here comes B-Dub to the plate. As he'll step up here. And first pitch he sees, he's going to send it off to the right side. Foul ball. 0-1 to him. It's 0-2. So the runner, after the double play, there's a shot there. He's going to go right at second. Nice job there by Elam. He's going to come up and he'll go 4-3. And he pulls the first baseman off the bag on the light throw, and he's going to be safe at first for B-Dub.
Next up for the Dragons, number 27, Dalen Smith.
Alrighty, so ready to check in here for the Dragons. The runner over at first. Dalen Smith going to come in here. He'll be hitting for Duvant. So here's Smith standing in here with a runner over first. 21-3 lead here for the Dragons. Ready to come up on the on-deck circle there. Jay Barnes, number 12. So now here we go as Smith stands in here. And with 2 outs, taken outside, ball 1. That's going to be a foul ball down the left side and out of play. 0-2, long strike. 1-2. Or 1-1 here. I'm going to go with the gentleman on the scoreboard here. Coming in low, now 2-1. Two on the count here. Smith standing in. Fly ball out into right field. Cox sizing it up here, and he'll make the play there in the right. And it will be caught there for the third out. So the Dragons, they'll leave one on the base pads here, and we'll go 21-3. And we'll go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. And coming up here for the Bulldogs, it will be, we're going over there, let's see. Yeah, there's going to be Ratliff, Murphy, and Elon when we come back in on the right side here. We're ready to go here. We'll be right back here on the NFHS Network.
On game night, Sandy Creek Land Enhancement's all about dragon backing. But the rest of the time, they take land that's a little out of hand and make it beautiful. Roads, driveways, ponds, whatever you want, they can do, and it's awesome. Like the Dragons. Sandy Creek Land Enhancement. Give them a call.
All right, folks, back here to the bottom of the fourth that we go, and it is a 21-3 lead here for the Dragons as they're ready to go here for the bottom half of the fourth, and the Bulldogs need base runners. Here comes Ratliff to the plate. He's 1 for 1 scoring a run. There's one time at the plate today. He'll face the new pitcher, Jarek Hargrove. Here into the bottom of the fourth as the Dragons leading big here in game number 2 of this best-of-3 series. Won game 1, 10-0. Started last night, finished it up today. Looking to move on to the next round here. Ratliff standing in. And the pitch on the way. It's D-Ride call. High fly ball here. It's going to get out into center field, and Hunter Harvey is going to get underneath it there. 4 outs, number 1. So the top of the order comes up. It's going to be Murphy. He'll come to the plate here with 1 out, nobody on. So Murphy sends that off to the right side, and it'll get out of play. Murphy send that one. It's going to be a bouncer there to McDonald. It's going to be a fly ball to McDonald there. Thought maybe it got bounced off there, but it is a fly ball out there to the shortstop. Out number 2. So Elon coming to the plate here for the Bulldogs, as he is 1 for 2 at the plate today. $1-0 to him. Fly ball out into second, and that's going to be there for the 4-3 on the ground ball to second. 4-3, 4 outs, number 3 here. So it's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Dragons over the Bulldogs. It'll stay a 21-3 ball game as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. We will be right back here on the NFHS Network.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in St. Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Alrighty, so here we go as we go to the top of the 5th inning, and the Dragons up by 21-3 here.
That way
21-3 is the ball game score here as we get ready to go, as it will be Jay Barnes. We'll start off here as he'll have his first at-bat as he'll come in the 5th inning, and Big Jay standing up here. Ready to go for the Dragons. His first hit of the series, and he's going to take ball 1 to him. One-0. Call Strike. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. That's outside. 2-2. Jay standing in there. Good looks at it. Trying to get him in something started here for the Dragons. You can see a big man step to the plate here. As Jay standing in. 2-2 to him. Ooh, staying away from that one. Runs the count full. 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Jay worked the count full here against Kilgore. Swing and miss for the strikeout, and that's out. So number 1. Nice at bat there for Jay. Just out in front of that one. So he'll go down swinging. So Jones will now come in and get a chance at the Kilgore, the pitcher here. He'll come in. And on deck for the Dragons, that'll be Will Blackshear. That's in there for a steal-right call. And with 1 out, Jones standing in here, ready to go. 0-1 to him. Sends that off to the right side. It's a long strike, 0-2. Blackshear on deck here for the Dragons. Jones taking outside, 1-2 to him. So with a 1-2 count, outside 2-2. 2-2 the count. That's a shot out, and it's going to get into right center field, and it will get down into the fence. A nice job there turning the corner here for Jones. He's on his way in. He'll be in as a double. Now he's going to go ahead and take the turn, and he's coming in here, and it'll be a nice job by Jones. It's a triple for Jones for the Dragons. Got a job there for So Blackshear coming to the plate here for the Dragons as Kilgore will now have a seat. And we'll get a new pitcher coming in here, and it looks like it's going to be Elam coming in from second base. Elam. So Elam will come in from second base, and we'll see if Kilgore goes back to short, if he goes to second here. So we're going to get a pitching change going on as the Dragons lead it right now by a score of 21-3 here in the top of the 5th inning. A new pitcher coming in here as Will Blackshear is coming to the plate. We'll be right back here on the NFHS Network.
Once a year, a rhythm thunders across Texas. It can't be tamed.
It can only be driven.
Texas is Ford Truck Month. Let's ride. These trucks, they haul, tow, and conquer everything in their path. So hold on tight and drive the Stampede.
The Stampede is running at your Best in Texas Ford dealer. Get 0 for 60 plus 1,000 truck month bonus cash and F-150.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Runner over at third. That is Jones after the triple. Will Blackshear going to come up here. Going to face a new pitcher. Elon will come in here, and they're going to put Kilgore. He'll just go from the bump over to second. Nice to have a good utility player like that. He can play second and a short for the Bulldogs. All right, so here we go. Elon coming in here, and now we'll face Will Blackshear with one out. Runner over at third, and the Dragons looking to put on another little bit here in the fifth. As a new pitcher, Elam comes in here, pitch on the way. High ball one. And that's going to be in there for ball 2, 2-0 the count now. It's Dally Cam time. Dally Murray on the on-deck circle. Dally Parker, I'm sorry. That's low, 3-0. For the 3-0 count, Blackshear right back in here. Working against a new pitcher, Elon Williams. That's in there for a strike. Nice job there by Will, taking all the way. And it's 3-1. Swing and a miss. Yes, now 3-2. Swing and a miss for another strike, and that is out number 2 on the strikeout. Dallas Parker coming to the plate here for the Dragons. 2 outs. Dally Cam time. It's Dally Parker.
Number 6, Dallas Parker.
So Dally coming in here with a runner over third, chance to make some contact, bring in another run. My good buddy Dallas Parker stands in, taking outside. Oh, we're going to get the strike call. Good job there by Murphy behind the dish. 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. The count. And Dally right back in here. Here's the pitch. And it's going to get away. And Dallas got the wheels. Will he make it down to first? And he will. Can't complete the strikeout. And again comes Jones for the score. And Parker will be on first.
Next up for Shelbyville, number 0, Tate Obregon.
So here comes Tate Obregon to the plate for the Dragons with 2 outs. And another run comes in here. And with 2 outs, here comes Tate Obregon to the plate. Tate, start off pitching, moved out to left field. We'll take. So going to let Dallas Parker go to second. They're going to call a balk on Elam. So over to second. So a balk on Elam puts him in scoring position here. As Obregon steps back to the plate, Dallas Parker moves over to second after the balk call. And Tate, low ball 1 to him. Is that going to be a foul? All right. Everybody good here. Tate reaches. Yeah, they're going to let him tag him out here. Nice job there by the Dragons. Just let the out happen here. And so 22-3 here is where we are as we get ready to go to the bottom half. That's a nice job there by Dallas Parker. That was an extremely fast-running Dallas Parker there. To the bottom of the 5th we go. And that will do it here for the Dragons, is now lead by a score of 22-3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back here on the NFHS Network.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the fifth inning, and the Dragons trying to win this game here. They have a 22-3 lead here, and see if the Bulldogs can squeak across some runs here. It'll be Murphy, Kilgore, and Johnson, the first three up for the Bulldogs. They'll face Jarek Hargrove coming in for his second inning of work. Pitched a good first inning there for 3 up, 3 down there for the Dragons back into the fourth. So we'll step over here in the fifth, try to finish it off for the Dragons and get the win here today. Next round, I believe it's between Centerville and Mount Enterprise. Whoever wins that one will face the winner of this one. I believe that is on the other side of the bracket there, folks. That should be a very good series if the Dragons can get there. So Murphy coming to the plate. Murphy is 1 for 2 at the plate today. Had a double his last time up. He'll face Jarek Hargrove for the first time here into the fifth as the Dragons try to get this win here today. 1-2. So Murphy stands in. Shot, and it'll go out into left field. So it's a leadoff single here for Murphy. First pitch he sees, drives it down into left field. So here comes Kilgore to the plate. 0 for 1 with a base on balls and scoring a run here for Kilgore. Started off at short, went to the pitching position, ended up at second there after giving up the pitching duties there into the top half of the fifth inning to Elam. So Kilgore stands in, throw over to first. And Hargrove not able to get him. Murphy diving back in. So Kilgore right back in here, ready to go. Pitch coming. Foul ball. 0-1. The Dragons, I do believe, can get these 3 outs here, and that'll be it for this one. Won't have to come back on Saturday. Get ready for next week's second round. Kilgore right back in with a run over at first and nobody out. Jarek Hargrove with the nasty cheese for the strike. 0-2. Stinky cheese. 0-2. Low. 1-2. Not chasing after that one by Kilgore. Disciplined hitter at the plate. So it's a 1-2 count to him as Kilgore stands right back in and break the ball high. 2-2. Pitch on the way. It's going to be fouled off to the right side. Kilgore staying alive with a 2-2 counts. That's going to get away there, and that's going to allow the runner to get over to second. Now to make it a full count now, 3-2. And over to second goes Murphy. So into scoring position now for Kilgore as he steps back in is Murphy. And Johnson in the on-deck circle for the Bulldogs. Here's the 3-2 from Hargrove. Foul. Staying alive. 3-2. All righty, 3-2 counts. Kilgore ready to go. The pitch on the way, the 3-2. Ball 4. So runners now at first and second here for the Bulldogs.
Pinch hitting for the Bulldogs, number 12, Colton Aiken.
So Aiken will come in here and will be the pinch hitter here for Johnson. Runners over at first and second. And with no outs, Bulldogs looking to mount something here in the 5th. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So the 0-1 count here to Aiken, the pinch hitter. Stepping in, Hargrove delivers low outside, 1-1. So the 1-1 count to him. Aiken right back in here. And Jarek bringing it. Foul ball to the right side, 1-2. So it's a 1-2 count to him. Aiken stepping right back in here, ready to go against Hargrove. Jarrett checks him at second, and the 1-2. That's low. Through. 2-2. So Aiken staying alive up here. Now going to work the count to it, 2-2. And Jarek Hargrove trying to get that first out for these Dragons here in the bottom half of the 5th. Cox will be in the on-deck circle here for the Bulldogs. 2-2 to Aiken on the way. High, full count. Full count to him. So 3-2. Bouncer. And it's going to be a foul ball. Thought it might stay there close to the line, but it bounces into foul ground. And we'll reset everybody up, get that 3-2 once again. All right, Aiken ready to go as he steps back in. Hargrove has the signing lights from Scarborough. Here's the 3-2. Fouling it off. Kind of a late swing there, but just catches enough of it to foul it away. Great job here by the pinch hitter Aiken fighting off these pitches. And the foul remains full. All right, so full count once again. Here we go. Ball 4. That'll load them up. On a high breaking ball, it stays just a little high.
Next up for Corrigan, number 9, Leighton Cox.
So here comes Cox to the plate with the bases full for the Bulldogs. Cox coming up, reaching on a base on balls and an error his 2 times at the plate today. Now with the bases full, stands in here with no outs. And Jarek looking for a ground ball, maybe induce a double play here. High fly ball. And it gets past Hunter Harvey. 1 run coming in here. Doggett going to back it up here. We're going to get 2 players there out to the base pads. And well, somebody's going to be out there. So it's a 22-5 ball game here. As 2 runs come in here, as that one got away, as it dove down there and Harvey not able to catch up to it, but there will be 1 out into the inning now. And the bases will be down to just a second. So Raylan Levi coming to the plate here. As Cox is going to reach. And over to second. So the runs come in here now to make it. That is out, number 1 there. So Cox will now be over at second. There's 1 out. And at the plate, Levi going to come up here. And that's going to be a slow roller over to Duvon. He's going to come up on it. 4-3 for outs number 2. But it does move the runner over to third. So 2 outs. Over to third goes the runner. And the Bulldogs down to their last out here. So pinch hitter coming in here. Seaver So this is Seaver coming in here. He is the pinch hitter and taking low for, it's called strike one. So Seaver. Oh, 1 to him with a runner over at third here for the Bulldogs. 2 outs. And the Dragons trying to get out of here with it, but it's a 1-1 count now at the plate. 1-1 to him. That's Hargrove bringing it outside. 2-1. One and two. Sorry. So it is a 1-2 count. Now it's a 2-2 count. All right, here comes the 2-2 as Jarek Hargrove trying to finish this off here for the Dragons. Get out of here with the win. That's going to be fouled off. That'll stay 3-2. So full count once again. 2-2, sorry, is the count. And Hargrove to it. Swing and miss there for the Steel Rock out, and that should do it here for the ball game. As the Dragons should get the win here, and if they do, it will be a 22-5 win here for the Shelbyville Dragons as they will move on here into the next round as they win this ball game here. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll have an Aurora Concepts post-game show, and we'll come back and wrap this up as we're going to get up out of here from Nacogdoches and get ready for the next round. The Dragons win big here, 22-3 or 22-5 over the Bulldogs of Corrigan-Camden to win the series 2-0. We'll be right back, folks, here on the NFHS Network.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
All right, folks, we're going to come back here and do a real quick Aurora Concepts post-game show because they're going to get everything closed down here in Nacogdoches. So a big win here for the Dragons. They win the series 2-0 after a 10-0 win here in game 1 and a 22-5 win here in game number 2. Big winning there in the first inning for the Dragons. They bring 18 to the plate, put up 12 runs, and that kind of opened everything up here into this ball game. Good job here pitching for the Dragons up and down the lineup. Good hitting there all the way through. But a win here for the Dragons. They will move on and be into the next round. Coming up here, and we'll have it for you on the NFHS Network. So thanks for joining us, folks, here today from Nacogdoches. And then once again, a big thanks to all the good folks in Nacogdoches, the hospitality and the great friends that we have here, and making us feel safe and awesome as always. All right, folks, we'll catch you on the next one. We're out of here as the Dragons win big here on the NFHS Network. Bye.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Piney